6th grade, first tragedy struck in my family. My father had a paralytic stroke. From that day, his right side did not work. So he was at home. He couldn't work. So my mother used to take loans and run the family. And I told my mom, dad, that I want to study this diploma. They said, why? I know your dream is IIT Madras. But I said, I know you guys don't have the money. I want to work ASAP so that I can bring money for this family. At that moment, I made a decision. I told myself, I will do whatever it takes, but I'll make my mother live like a queen. If you want to be super successful in life, whatever numbers you have, you need to have a strong why. Why do you want to be successful? So whenever things don't work for me, I know my reason. I want to make my mother live like a queen.
Before we send you out for lunch, there's one thing that you really need to be hungry for. Ask me what? Suren. Yes. So I want to introduce you. How many of you do not know Suren by a show of hands? I don't think there's maybe one person there, okay, who does not know Suren. So, but I will still do an intro as a son would do an intro to his father. Yes? Suren is somebody who I've known Suren since 2012. And we did the first bunch of campaigns for Success Gyan, filling the MMI rooms and all of that back then. So the relationship was more of an agency and, doing that kind of work. But something in 2016, as we built the relationship and got to know each other, at every point in my life when I was in the lowest point, he was the person who would give me hope. He would give Vanita hope that it's possible. Things are going to change. Things are not going to be like this all the time. Just wait. Okay? How many of you have experienced that from Suren in your one-to-one interactions with him? Yes? You can do it. Yeah? And he would do it in such a way where, I didn't know what was there in me until he showed me that. 2016, Train the Trainer, I attended. I did not have money for that. Somehow it happened. I attended Train the Trainer. And long story short, I think all of you know, Train the Trainer, making the stage, getting on the Success Gyan stages, speaking on the stages, and started to adapt for the online space. Everything happened because of this one man's vision. Okay? So Suren is going to talk about his story. He's going to talk about what is in store for all of you. Would you like to know what's in store for all of you? Yeah? For me, Suren is like my dad. Anything, whenever I'm stuck, our messages may be short, but clarity, precise guidance, that has completely changed the trajectory of my life. This one man has had an impact on me. So there's no way that I can ever repay the impact that he's had on my life. I would like all of you to stand up and give a standing ovation to the founder of Success Gyan, Suren Jayasekar.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Wow. 4 stories we heard. I think all 4 are very inspiring. And Keval, where are you, Kishan? 4x. I want to come and learn from you. Please give me a 1-to-1. Awesome, man. 4x at level 1, at that price point. Amazing. Okay. Riddhi, where are you? I just love your authenticity. When you stand and speak, it's right from the heart. And people just can connect with what you do. Thank you for doing what you do. I think you will be a big inspiration for many mothers in the coming years. Please do your good work. Sumit, where are you? I've seen you, and today I heard your story. I didn't know your story. What a story. And you will be a real help for humanity. Don't ever need to go to doctor, right? Please do what you're doing, man. Awesome. And Professor Dimple, where are you? There. I've known her for many, many years. I love what you do. And I love the energy you bring and just your presence and the way you're doing things. Please do your work. Please continue to do what you're doing and please inspire millions of people. Thank you so much. 4 of you guys, amazing stories. Before I thank somebody, the reason why I am in this room. I want to start with a story and I want to end with a story today. Okay, can I do a story? Yes, okay. While I'm telling the story, I want you guys to visualize this. All of us know one day we have to check out. Yes? All of us know that? No doubt, right? There's no doubt, right? You have to check out, correct? All of us know that, right? Let's say that day comes and you check out. And all our faiths, we have been told there's a hell and a heaven. All our faiths, right? Whether you believe it or not, forget it. Let's think we believe the story, okay? So you check out and you go and meet the Creator. You're super excited. Now you know that you've done a lot of good things. Finally, heaven has come. You go meet the Creator. The Creator is there. He looks at you and asks you this question. How was heaven? I want you to think about this. Somebody told me this story. It's got a very deep meaning. If you are in this room, it is no accident. It is no coincidence. You are the chosen 100 from a country of 1.4 billion people to be in this room. You are in the heaven of transformation. Because the person who is mentoring you, leading you, is no ordinary human being. He always says the other side. I've seen Siddharth evolve and grow the person he's become now. Of all the people I've mentored, I always say this. This is one person I look up to. He's got this monk energy when he comes and stands. Do you all realize that? He's got that monk energy. Spiritually grounded. His focus and discipline. So you're not here by accident. Please understand that. And this is not about you. I know money is important. I know that 1 crore, 10 crore, 100 crore is all fascinating. But having done that, I can tell you this. No matter how much money you have, you can't drive 10 cars at the same time. You can't sleep in 10 beds at the same time. I'll guarantee you this. So please clearly understand what you're running behind. It is not about you. There's a bigger purpose, reason and meaning why you are in this room. When you leave tomorrow and go back to your respective cities, I want you guys to get that. That's the essence of this quantum. The essence of this quantum to understand there's a bigger reason why you're in this room. And this is my formula. Most people out there in this world try to find their purpose. I'll tell you what is the formula I've understood. First, find your passion. What is that you love doing? Which means even at 3 a.m., you wake up, you can do it and you won't feel tired. You can do 24 hours a day. The minute you find your passion, can you build a profession around it? Whatever you guys are doing, you love teaching that because you love doing it. Or else you can't do it, you'll burn out, correct? So first is passion, then build a profession. Eventually you will find your purpose. On the journey of it, you will find your purpose. Then you know the true meaning of why you're born on this planet Earth. People try to do the other way around. You will not be able to find your purpose, trust me. So please do what you're doing. You're not in this room by accident. There are only 2 messages I have for you. And the first message I want to tell you again with a true story. Some of you heard my story, but this aspect I feel is very critical. If you get this, you get everything. I'm from a very humble background. Meaning, 3 square meals a day was tough. That's how humble the background was. I was a pretty decent student. And not the topper, somewhere the 5th rank to 10th rank, like that. My goal was to study in IIT Madras. That was my goal. Because I was a pretty decent student. 6th grade, first tragedy struck in my family. My father had a paralytic stroke. From that day, his right side did not work. So he was at home. He couldn't work. She was a homemaker. I have a younger brother. So from 6th grade to 10th grade, luckily the school gave me a scholarship. If the school had not given me a scholarship, I would have been a school dropout. So school gave me a scholarship. 10th grade, I had to make a decision. I had to do 11th grade, 12th grade for me to try it for IIT Madras. But I knew that we didn't have money. So without telling my family, I inquired among my friends. Somebody said from 10th grade you can do a 3-year diploma so that you can work from the age of 18. So without telling my family, I took a form from a college which was far away from us, but it was a nice polytechnic. And I told my mom and dad that I want to study this diploma. They said, why? I know your dream is IIT Madras. But I said, I know you guys don't have the money. I want to work ASAP so that I can bring money for this family. So I overrid the decision of my family, did my diploma. 3rd year, my mom was continuously taking loans and running the family. My father's had illness and going on. So we had 24 lakhs as loans. So my father had to go through a surgery. This is my 3rd year diploma. I'm 17, 18 years old. And the doctor said he had to go through a surgery. So 1 week I did not go to Polytechnic because I was with my father in the hospital. So the day the surgery happened, doctor came after 2 hours and said everything went well. And the doctor said, 1 week you have taken holiday, why don't you go tomorrow back? Because your studies is getting spoiled, your exams also coming. So next day morning, 24 hours after surgery, next day morning I go back to my college, diploma, 3rd year. Around 11 a.m., I get a call from my mother's brother, my uncle. And he calls up and says, Suren, can you come to hospital back? I knew something was wrong. Because when, in the tone you note, right? I didn't have money. I had to take 3 buses to reach the hospital, which took me approximately 2 hours. I went down to the hospital. I could see my relatives down. I knew something was seriously wrong. My uncle took my hand and said, Suren, come with me. And took me to the 1st floor. While taking me, he said, Suren, your father died today morning of a cardiac arrest. And he took me to the room and showed my father's dead body. I did not cry. And he took me and showed my mother who was in the next room. The minute I saw her, I broke down. Because her entire life was running in my head. This lady is 38 years old, has never seen happiness in his life. She's got 24 lakhs as loans. It was running in my head. At that moment, I made a decision. I told myself, I will do whatever it takes, but I'll make my mother live like a queen. That is a promise I told myself. There's a reason why I'm sharing the story here. If you want to be super successful in life, whatever numbers you have, you need to have a strong why. Why do you want to be successful? So whenever things don't work for me, I know my reason. I want to make my mother live like a queen. So I want you guys to take 30 seconds. You have your notepads, right? If you know why you want to be successful, please write it down. If you don't have a why, I want you guys to think for 30 seconds. Whatever comes first, please write it down. Why do you want to be successful? Please take your 30 seconds. Manny, that was 15 minutes, huh? My timer is 15 minutes, huh? Is that a 15 minutes countdown timer? Thanks. If you guys done, just please put your hands up so that I know you guys are done. Thank you so much. Please have a strong why. And I will guarantee you this why will change. Once you accomplish that, the next why comes in. Next why comes in. At every stage of your life, I want you to ask you this question, why do you want to do it? And that has to be crystal clear. Meaning, no obstacle can stop you from achieving that because you have a strong why. If you got it, just say got it. Very important. That's the first message I want to give you. The second message. I'll tell you what is possible in today's world. Last weekend, most of you know Rajiv Talreja, right? We had an event online with Rajiv Talreja. We had 571 people attending the 4-day event. It was on marketing. We sold a product for 7,37,500 online. 151 people picked up. 11.13 crores in a weekend. Now the reason I'm telling you these numbers, I want you guys to understand you are in a start of a trend. You're in a start of a trend. For the next 15, 20, 25 years, it's going to be India. It is going to be you guys making a difference in this country. The money will just happen. Trust me. Your 1 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore, 10 crore, all that will happen. For that all to happen, the second thing you need to do, you need to always work on the I. First was strong why. Always work on the I. I'll tell you why. At every stage in this business, something new will hit you. Now you're in a stage of trying to make money, right? After you make money, the set of problems is completely different. You might not even understand. Trust me, it's a very different set. That's why we always say in Blair's ecosystem, if you're in Blair's ecosystem, you will understand that it is not about you, it is always about the audience. And it is always working on you. Always. That never stops. That never ever stops. So please promise me this. You will always work on the I. Always. Can I take as a promise? Because you guys are from Siddharth's ecosystem. Siddharth's ecosystem. And for me, what Siddharth personifies is the monk energy, and the man only does one thing. His focus 24/7 is only on one thing. How can I add value to my alleged members? What can I do to ensure that every single member is successful? That's it. I've not seen a human being without friends. I've not seen a human being who doesn't go party, doesn't meet people, doesn't travel, no restaurants, nothing. I've not seen a human being without anything in his phone. Such super focus. So you're from that ecosystem where the person on the top guiding you only thinks one thing. What can I do to make a difference in every single member? Coming from that ecosystem, please work on the I. Because the more you start working on yourself, you will understand more things you need to help on. See, I have the privilege of working with Blair. I have the privilege of working with Rajiv, Pooja. All these people are very good in their own way. Do you all agree? If you know Rajiv, he's the best in what he's doing. If you know Siddharth, if you know Pooja. But all of us are always students. And all of us have zero ego. What do I mean by that? If today Pooja was there, if she liked something from Riddhi, she would take it, apply, she'll go back and tell Riddhi, Riddhi, I learned this from you. The same thing with Rajiv. So, only one humble request to this group. You guys are going to be super successful. Never take it to your head. Never ever take it to your head. Because I've seen so many people with some amazing talent come crashing down. It takes very hard to build in this business. To come down is very fast. And when you come down, I've hardly seen anybody go back again. Please be watchful on that. That is the reason you need to work on the I. Okay? So I have one last story to let you guys go before. And as I told you, our mission is very simple. For me, Siddharth said so many good things. I will tell you, when we went from physical event to online in Success Gyan, it was because we had a Siddharth Rajshekhar. The flip just happened like that. Straight from 2022. So Sid, where are you, man? Wherever you are, a big thank you. If not for you, I would never be able to do what I'm doing. It was just like one switch. I had Siddharth, what to do online, man, never done a webinar. That's it. The switch happened. And what we have built is because of that one man. Every trainer in Success, and Pooja, Raji will come back and say the same thing. Sid, thank you so much. If not for you, no chance. But having said Sid, sometimes we don't understand the impact we are creating. In fact, 2 days before I sent him a video. How many people know Ashish Vidyarthi? You know, right? So at 7 o'clock in the morning, he sends me a video. Suren, I want you to see this video. He is in Uttarakhand to meet a friend. Okay? That friend had just seen some masterclass, finished a training and was there. Okay? And he asked, what are you doing? No, I just finished a training with my mentor. Okay. So she had actually done a 6-hour training with Blair Singer online. We had a program. Okay. Then he asked, who's your mentor? No, I am with a person called Siddharth Rajshekhar, who's been teaching me this, teaching me this, teaching me this. My life has completely changed. He said, okay. He normally does a lot of video and puts in YouTube, if you know Ashish Vidyarthi. He said, can I shoot a video? So he shot a video and asked, what did you like about that person? What did you like about that? Why life has changed? And he sent me an audio note saying, Suren, I always knew the impact your ecosystem is creating. This is a friend of mine sitting in Uttarakhand. And today, she's such a big fan of Siddharth Rajshekhar. So I sent him that video and said, Sid, you have no idea the impact you're creating. You have no idea the ripple effect you're creating. I want you guys to understand the same thing. You have no idea what you're doing right now and what will happen in 5 years. So please give me that promise that you'll always work on the high. Always work on the high so that you're humble and grounded. Never letting ego come into your system. Always willing to learn. And you're here for a bigger purpose. Today, you know, our goal is to make India the training capital of the world. Correct? I always tell this, right? Right. Now, where did this come? This didn't come from day one. This happened over a period of time. When I wrote this, I had no idea how to do it. I had no idea how to do it. But because of my spiritual master, because of people like Siddharth in our ecosystem, I know one universal law. It's called law of dharma. Law of dharma. Dharma means different for different people. According to me, it is your righteous way of living or you're living your life's true purpose. In simple terms. Law of dharma states this. If you're living your life's true purpose, if you're living your life's true purpose, the universe will bend its back, bring people and resources to ensure that you fulfill your purpose in the planet. So if you have a calling that you're living your life's true purpose, please write something crazy which nobody can understand. Doesn't matter. If that is your calling, you will have people and resources coming automatically to you. So when I wrote Training Capital of the World, I had no clue. But today I know it's already started. 8% of what we get from Success Gyan is from outside India. We don't market. Already people are coming in. It's a matter of time. The world will rise up to understand that India is going to teach and change the world. And the people are going to come to us. You're going to get students from outside India. It's going to happen. Eventually, India will be the training capital of the world. So I want to thank you guys for taking the courage and being part of this journey. Do you all agree it takes a lot of courage? It takes a lot of courage to do a webinar and sell. Correct? Somebody was talking about selling. I remember first time when I met Half Acre for dinner. I am also like you guys when we started. We will do a lot of service, but can't sell. Correct? Feels little difficult. We were having dinner. He looked in my eyes and said something this. I'll never forget. He said, Suren, if you have something which can change someone's life, which means whatever you teach can change someone's life. This is the exact word he used. Please excuse me, I'm going to use the F word. Okay? Please excuse me. He said, it's your fucking moral responsibility to sell. Because if you don't sell, you're depriving somebody's life transformation. By not doing it, you're depriving somebody's life transformation. When he said that, something landed and changed inside me. I want you guys to go out, enjoy this life. Please understand, you are in the heaven of transformation. You have a bigger responsibility. Please go have fun. And please create the impact. Always work on the I. I will guarantee you, you will make millions and millions of rupees. That's a guarantee. Because the market is like that. With the man chiseling and telling you what to do, what fix to do in quantum, you will make these millions very fast. You have no idea. That takes so much time. You're just getting on one call. The quick fix. Sometimes you don't get it. Okay? So the close is going to happen. So I want to finish off with one last story. Ready for one last story? Before that, work on the... How many people have done TTT here? Can I have show of hands? Thank you. How was TTT? One word, everybody can scream. Do you all recommend everybody should do TTT? How many people are coming to the March 2nd TTT? Second time also, very good. Thank you. Sit down. The guys who have not put your hands up, I would urge you, request you, please do TTT. You need to be in the presence of that magician called Blair for 4 days. There's something inside you he switches on, which you never thought was there before. And once it's switched on, you can't switch it back. That's the magician at work. So if you're not done, Siddha, I'll tell you tomorrow, please ensure that the people in this room come for TTT who are not done, because there's no point wasting 1 year. Because TTT happens once a year. 1 year is priceless. Please don't waste 1 year. Okay? Okay, last story. Okay, now this is what I want you guys to think and visualize for this last story, okay? Your left hand is, I'll make tons of money. Okay? Remember this. I'll make tons of money and I will create impact. Okay? Your right hand is, I'll work every day on myself to become a world-class trainer, impact millions of people, and live my life's true purpose. Are you clear? Left and right hand? Clear? Clear? Both are good, by the way. Both are good. Okay. This story is about a saint who came to a village. Now, this saint had a unique gift. Whatever people ask, he can answer. Okay? So the villagers gave him a small place to stay up in the hill. Okay? So people used to go meet him, ask for questions. He'll always used to give answers. There were 2 boys, very smart kids in the village. They said, this man can answer everything. Can we trick this guy? Okay? So what they said was, they thought of an idea. Okay. What we'll do is, we will catch a butterfly. We will keep it in the hand. We will go and ask the saint 2 questions. First question, what do I have in my hand? If the man says you have a butterfly, then we'll ask the second question. Is it alive or dead? If he says alive, we will kill it and show it's dead. If he says dead, we'll show him alive. Either way, he will be wrong. Everybody got it? These 2 people walk up the hill. The saint was in deep meditation. When they walk inside his hut, he knew that they've come. He opens his eyes. He says, what can I do for you? The kid has got the butterfly in the hand, right? So the other kid asked this question. Can you tell what does he have in his hand? The saint looked and said, you have a butterfly. He said, okay, this you got it. Now let's see the next one. Can you tell me, is it alive or dead? The saint looks in the eye of the kid and tells this answer. The answer to that question lies in your hands. You have a left hand and right hand. The answer to that question, do you want to be a mediocre trainer making some money, or do you want to be a world-class trainer here to make an impact and serve millions of people, is in your hands. We are here to serve you, create the ecosystem to make a difference. Please step up. It is no more about you. And I want to just say this. Thank you for being in this room. By being in this room, you're helping us live our mission. Most of you I know I've met a few times. Some of you have not met. I would love to shake your hand and just say a big thank you. Through you, we are living our mission. It's a big gratitude and thank you for doing what you're doing. And all the very, very best wishes. My goal is to ensure that each of you reach the Success Gyan stage so that we can reach more and more people. My goal is 100 million people. For that, I need 10,000 world-class trainers. And I believe out of the 10,000, 100 are in this room. I already have 5-6 people I'm talking to. They know who they are. Saying that I want you guys to be in Success Gyan stage. Next 3 years, we want 50 to 100 people, because in a day today, we have 5,000 to 6,000 paid customers coming into Success Gyan ecosystem every day. Do they need fitness? They need it. Do they need wellness? Do they need personal action? Do they need law of attraction? They need everything, right? And all that is in this room already. Why do you think I've come to this room? for me to identify the next one to work with. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Back to you, Siddharth. Thank you so much.
Standing ovation for Suren Jaisekar. Suren, please come. Before Suren, you leave, just want to thank you. I want all of you, there's something that he did not mention, but since all of us are special beings over here, he's been suffering with a leg pain for many, many weeks. So I would like all of you to pray that he gets fit, back and running city after city, inspiring and impacting more and more lives. So Suren, thank you so much. This
Thank you.
means a
Please
lot.
have me on prayer. My leg has to get fixed, guys. Thank you so much.
Awesome.